What is up, guys? Welcome back to John Bones, aka JB No Smooth. This was the, I think, second or third video I've recorded that I just wasn't able to upload. This one's gonna be a little bit more serious when it comes to certain kind of things. Right now, as I'm speaking, our culture, and just when I mean our culture, I mean black people in general. Like I said before, most of the time when I'm speaking, I'm just speaking from a black man's and African American culture and our, my people for the moment. We have to do better as men. To be honest with you, right now we're in a situation where we're gonna always have, to be honest, targets on our backs. And I know it sucks, and I know it's not the best thing in the world. But at the end of the day, in order for us to grow, in order for us to be in a situation where we can not just survive and not just thrive, but just live peacefully, it all starts with ourselves, for black men. So we have to and I apologize for laughing, and I know you probably, if you haven't heard this, you have to get right with yourself first before you can do anything else. I don't know what more I can say, I don't know what more I can do, but just give my opinion, give my advice. I know being in a couple of rough situations and being in a couple of rough things that have transpired within the past few years. I can't really say anything before that, but within the past few years, for what I've seen so far, it seems like the only problem that we have when it comes to ourselves, my brothers, is just our mindset and just how we think and how we do certain things. We have to get into a situation where we aren't putting our queens down. We have to get into a situation where we are being good fathers, we are being good dads to the sons and daughters that are growing up in this world. I understand, and trust me, like I said before, I understand some things happen. I understand, we are being killed. I understand we are being put away. I understand I get it, for sure, for sure. It's definitely a struggle. It's definitely hard. It's definitely nothing that can be, looked away at. But for those of you who are in a situation where you don't have to worry about jail, or for those of you in a situation where you don't have to worry about, well, for lack of a better word, just jail, even though we all kind of got to worry about jail, but we got to start treating our women better. For the first part, we have to start proving people wrong when it comes to what African American man or a black man can do, not only his community, not only for himself, but for his family. If you are listening, if you ever find this, if this is for my brother, for any brother, like I said before, I know it's hard, I know it's tough, I know it's a struggle, but you always got to understand something. You have definitely people right behind you. Always, no matter if it's family, no matter if it's always going to be somebody right behind you trying to lift you up when you're in a spot where you just don't know any better. But yeah, the first thing I definitely want to talk about is definitely being in a situation where we have to start treating our queens better. I know a big word that I know we use for the most part is bitch, B-I-T-C-H, especially when it comes to our females. I don't hear a lot of other, to be honest with you, I don't hear and I don't see a lot of other cultures, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Asian, calling their females bitches, B-I-T-C-H's. So that's something we definitely have to stop when it comes to that. Not respecting them, not being in a situation where we're not taking their mindset and learning from everything that they know because they are knowledgeable. Just like us, the Black Queen and the Black King are very smart, especially when they come together. So just make sure you're in a situation where you don't forget that. I know y'all all have moms. Don't tell, hey, my brother, don't be acting like you ain't got no mom, because I know you got a mom, and if you don't have a mom, then I know you have a dad. But at the end of the day, you have to be in a situation where you can respect what your mom is saying and understand that she's saying it for a reason, and she's saying it not to nag you, not to be in your ear, but to make you a better man. Most queens want to do that. Most of them. Most of them. But a lot of them, they're even lost themselves. But I'll let a queen talk about that. I'm just focusing on the kings right now. I'll let a queen talk about that, and I'll focus on the kings. But yeah, absolutely, for sure. Like I said before, I know it's going to get tough. I know being with an African American woman or a black woman it can be a little difficult. Like I said before, if I'm being real with you, I know being with us, and I know the shit that we do when it comes to black men is even more difficult when they got to deal with the shit that we put them through. So, double-edged sword. It's two sides to every coin. But like I said before, since we are the men in this situation, we have to start, again, taking the responsibility that needs to be taken when it comes to just setting things right. And just, like I said before, proving people wrong. Like, don't be in the habit of being the stereotypical black man. Don't get into the habit of doing things that you see other black men doing because that's how they were raised, or that's what they were getting into, or that's what they were doing. Oh, if you want to do something different, if you want to try something different, if you want to do things a different kind of way just because you feel as though in your gut or in your heart that, okay, I'm not really vibing with this, then that's what you do. Of course, like I said before, you have other strong black men, black kings that are in a situation where they can tell you something different. But at the end of the day, your goal is your goal. What you want to do is what you want to do. Don't let anybody else put it into your mindset that you have to do this, or you have to do that, or you have to be this, or you have to be that. Always, I guess for lack of a better word, just think about any and everything that you do throughout the course of your time, throughout the course of your life. The one thing, again, like I've been saying before, like the one thing that we have to do as black men is start to treat our black queens better. We have to. We have to. That means we can't go fucking 8 to 10 to 100. Nah, like, come on, man. Like, don't get me wrong. If you single, I definitely understand. If you want to go out and you want to do this and you want to go out and you want to do that, I definitely understand that if you single. Like, you single, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you're in a relationship, the last thing you need right now is to be in the relationship. Be committed on the relationship. Be focused on the relationship. Don't go out and do something stupid all because you want to be stupid. That's the reason why we in this problem to begin with, because we don't think. Just saying. But yeah, like I was saying before, like it starts with us. Once we start to change the way we think when it comes to how we treat our women and how we treat ourselves, then that's how things start to get better for us. Giving credit when credit is due, showing that appreciation, showing that we can listen, showing that we can work together. That's the best thing for us as black men right now when it comes to being with a black female or a black queen. That I think. Like I said before, like if you don't know how to treat any woman, or if you don't know how to treat a woman in particular, that's not going to be good for you. Like, you're going to be in a situation where it's going to be bad. And the last thing you already know is being in a situation where you're already going through a struggle. And as a black man, I already know you're going through a struggle, so you don't even have to tell me that you're not. But don't make it harder for yourself than what you have to be. A wise man once told me that. Don't make it harder than what you have to make it. Just make sure you in a situation where you just being smart about it. With wisdom and insight, that's how you grow. With experience, that's how you grow. With patience, that's how you grow. So just, as from, like I said before, from one black man to another, just make sure that you keep that in mind. And always, don't ever forget that. We gotta start treating our queens better, for sure. Better than what we've been treating them so far. Second thing I want to talk about is being a dad. There's a lot of reasons and there's a lot of things that we can do better as far as being dads are concerned. You be surprised how often I go out to walk down the street or going into work or going from the work or just walking around the neighborhood, and I'm just seeing a whole bunch of moms with their kids and moms with their kids and moms with their kids. And it's just like I don't assume anything. But my first thought automatically goes is, oh well, dad must be at work. That's my first thought. Because like I said before, I don't assume anything. But if I had to gauge it, I see more black mothers out there walking around the street with their kids than black fathers. Don't get me wrong, I do see a lot, but a strong majority of parents that I see aren't always, they're not always together. They're more so like, oh, well, it's one mom, two kids, one mom, one kid, or it's one dad, one mom, this, that, and the third. We got to start doing better when it comes to the family aspect of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm in a situation right now where me and the mother of my child have a good relationship. It's not the strongest, but it's fair enough to the point where we are working together as partners. Of course, we're not together anymore, but unfortunately, I just view that as like, even though we're not together, this just gives my daughter a chance to have two dads and two moms, or three moms and one dad, regardless of what the situation is. That's how I view it. But regardless of what the situation is, but as like I said, as black men, we have to do better at taking care of our children, our responsibilities when it comes to being fathers. I've already told you guys this, I've been a dad for 3 years now, and every day I'm learning something new about myself. Every day I'm learning something new about my daughter, and every day I'm learning something new just about our relationship and how we can grow together. I love the fact that I can call her every single day just to check on her. I love the fact that I can kiss her on her nose whenever she's feeling sad, or whenever she needs to laugh at a third, or whenever she got in trouble. I can kiss her on her nose, say, "Give me the nose, give me nose, give me nose." I love the fact that she's starting to get into a situation where she'll kiss me on the cheek, this, that, and the third, and then from there she'll just, we just have a good time together. But like I said before, it's always something we can do when it comes to just being better dads. Most of the time, the best thing that you can always do when it comes for your children is just spending as much time with them as you can. That's exactly what I try to do. I'm not always able to do it, but I do try to spend as much time with my daughter as I can, as much time that is given to me. And hopefully soon it's going to be much time that I'm going to be able to, require as well too, or ask as well too, when it comes to me just being in a situation where I can take care of and just see her more often. But yeah, like I said before, as black kings and as black men in general, we have to do. It's on us to do better. And I know that's a lot. I know it's much. I know it's tough. Like I said before, you are not the only person that feels like you have the whole world on your shoulders. Trust me, I know how that feels, for sure. But like I said before, we gotta be better. As long as we better, as long as we in a situation where we can be better, and as long as we in a situation where we are genuinely trying to do better, then for yourself, that's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can be proud of. It doesn't matter if the mother of your child, if y'all together, whatever the situation is, you can only try your best. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind, Black Kings. I want y'all to be in a situation where y'all can grow from it, and I want y'all to be in a situation where no matter what, like I said before, I've been saying it for the longest time, it's going to be a struggle, it's going to be hard, but like I said before, Ali said impossible is nothing. So it ain't impossible. It can be done. But yeah, I ain't want to wait. This is a personal video for myself that I just felt like I needed to stress when it came to that. So again, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I got like maybe one more video I think I'll probably upload today. Probably, it depends on what the situation is. But yeah, like I said before, have a good day, man. And just think about it. Don't forget, if you guys want to leave a comment, talk to me about it. Share your struggles, share whatever it is that you guys may be going through, regardless of what the situation is. Just let me know. And yeah, hopefully within time we can get it right. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it. And don't forget, as always, do the thing with the thing and the thing. Have a good day, guys.